welcome, Sagittarius, to your new moon in Aquarius reading for the 1st of February, which is today. Again, just a random sentence or two from another one of my favourite books, Bullfinch's Mythology. So, we just randomly opened it at the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie, or Valkyrie, are warlike virgins, mounted upon horses, how appropriate, and armed with helmets and spears. Odin, who is desirous to collect a great many heroes in Valhalla, to be able to meet the giants in a day when the final contest must come, sends down to every battlefield to make choice of those who shall be slain. The Valkyrie are as messengers, and their name means choosers of the slain. When they ride forth on their errand, their armour sheds a strange flickering light, which flashes up over the northern skies, making what people call the Aurora Borealis, or northern lights. So I think that's quite nice for you, Sagittarius, to begin with on that note, but let's get into it. So these are general readings for Sagittarians out there, rising sign, moon, or Venus or Jupiter. Let's begin. Overarching energies at the moment. We have the 5 of Swords. Overarching energies, maybe just everything that's going on collectively is starting to really annoy you. I think there's there's conflict in the 5 of Swords. I do see it often as we look back and see how we have operated at certain times, and maybe we, looking back often we think, that's, I don't really want to be doing that right now. I don't want to be having to operate in that way at this time. But anyway, let's go through. What are your choices? Well, your choices at this time, we will go through and clarify to make things a little bit clearer. 10 of Cups. What are your choices? Well, you're seeing it around you. You're seeing the resource, in fact, of the energy that you've expended to others, to your environment, whether it's workplace, every environment, situation. That love is being, that emotional centered treasure, in fact, it's sort of been seen by you, around you, in your world at the moment. Maybe you've got a lot of options at this time, a lot of choices. Sagittarius, traits for ease. This is a very much Sagittarian card in my mind. The Knight of Wands, impulsive, driven, is not afraid to get into the fray, I guess, or to express fully. There's not a lot of rumination here. It's it is impulsive, but it is expressive, which is more to the point, I think, in this reading. Moving forward, we get the Fool, unencumbered by anything from the past. We can get very much anchored by past. It's a never-ending strategies we seek in order not to be totally anchored and stuck in that past, or actually in future. I don't see there's much rumination or anything going on here. Maybe just things in your environment around you, not necessarily in your environment actually, but things around you are reminding you of some, maybe reminding you of how possibly in the past you've let yourself down, and not been able to really take off, unencumbered. But anyway, let's go through Sagittarius. and we'll clarify here. So let's look at the Five of Swords, very much a mind card. Overarching energies. Something's come through, some clarity, messages, possibly messages via every form of communication quite swiftly. I say that because we've got the 8. We've got the 8. Very much a mind, all the 8s are very much about, shifting perspectives, having new things coming in very quickly. Possibly you're experiencing a big shift in the way that you operate in some areas of your life, These are very general readings, to keep that in mind. 10 of Cups, position of choice. Position of choice. Too many. Clarify the 10. Say the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups, please. Sagittarius. 10. Knight of Cups. Is there an offering? Is there out of all these options, this glorious love bath of the 10? Is there? And remember, it is, when we get to 10s, we're at the end of a cycle here as well. It's not to say that love bath is dried up, but we're at the end of a cycle. We're seeing it in our material world around us, the fruits of our emotional labours, you could say. But here we have the Knight of Cups, an offering. I think it comes in very swiftly. It comes in very swiftly, whatever offering this is. It's an emotional offering, we know that. In this, what was I thinking? It comes in overlaying what has been going on for you, which is quite I do feel that it's quite a private thing, but this something comes in over the top of that, somehow transposed upon it, which takes you to a new level. Now, whatever that new level is, whether it's within yourself, whether it's in terms of matters of the heart or whatever, I do hear that takes you to a new level. But anyway, interesting, Sagittarius. Of course, the Knight is quite a mature offering. Traits for ease with the Knight of Wands. Very, very driven Knight. Not very, kind of brave, I think, very brave. Yeah. This often happens. So to clarify the Knight, we get the Knight again. Very brave. Someone, whether it's yourself or someone else, it could be, obviously it could be aspects of yourself. Very brave. This offering, though, is you're not compelled or you're not pressured to make a choice yet. Maybe it's something you've been sitting on. Maybe it's, but I do see it in terms of relationship, really. We have the 2 of Discs here. I say it, you don't have to make a decision yet. You've got time to just, it's like making sure everything's okay within your self. It's the right time to make a decision. This 2 of Discs is about keeping a balance. It's about keeping a balance, not going off too far in that direction or that direction. You're keeping a balance in order to, because there's a lot of movement around you. I do feel that. Knight of Wands. I mean, can be very reactive, personality-wise, can be very reactive. Is reactive, actually, let's face it. So you're keeping a balance. In the 2, we do come to a point where we make a decision. But there's a period before that where what we need to focus on is just keeping a balance, because there's a lot of stuff going on around. And maybe the Knight of Wands is a key to this. Maybe this is someone in there too, that's very fiery, very reactive, passionate. It could be aspects of yourself, Sagittarius. But so moving forward with the Fool, with this new, fresh beginning, we have a door, because it is a new doorway opening up. This is not only about material abundance. It's about discovering this abundance within as well. Now, this is a gift. This is a gift, Sagittarius. To me, it just indicates there are some, there's been there's been some internal kind of deep stuff going on here in terms of understanding, the choices you want to make at this time. Looking back, being reminded about decisions made in the past. Now the past is where it should be. It's past. It's not here. So, there's a few different characters in here. Let's just have a look at the journey map. We've got adaptability or adaptation, largely, where we are open to new things here. Combined with that, we have the wonderful imaging. The key here is the power of the imagination to bring forth some amazing, amazing things. So the more flexible, Sagittarius, you are at the moment, the better. Let's see what Brian Froud, Pixie and Fairy Oracle, has. We have Geo the Slow. As I said, there is no rush to make a definitive decision, whatever this is about for you at the moment. Geo the Slow. There's great internal peace within this card, that this figure knows, the sun's going to come up tomorrow, ideally. It'll go down again and the moon will, appear in the sky. The seeds burst and they spring forth. There's a natural comfort that this card speaks of for you to embody here, and not be pressured by not only your internal voice, but the other voices around you, because I do get a sense that there's a lot going on around you, Sagittarius. So on that note, thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time around the full moon. But enjoy this week and the new moon. Plant those seeds. I'm sure you have been already. Thanks, Sagittarius. Bye.